to update you that I'm not smoking weed. I made this year-long commitment that I was only going to smoke seasonally, meaning once per season. And I was going to check in each month and let you know how that's going, if I was succeeding or if I was failing. So I want to report that I am succeeding, but that's all I need to say. I don't want to go into too much more detail with that other than to say I'm not smoking weed as I promised. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, please find the playlists here. My 30-day small promise to myself was that I was going to go weed free, and then I wasn't sure what to do at the end of those 30 days, but the premise was that a small promise can lead to bigger commitments, and that bigger commitment was I was only going to smoke 4 times the entire year. Once each season, I was going to give myself one mulligan. Okay, so successful on that. Might as well use this space, this video space, to do something meaningful. And here is my attempt at something meaningful. It wasn't so long ago that I was going through a rough time. I'm not going through a rough time anymore. I'm going through a great time. Things are really going well for me. On a life update, I got the girl back. Hey, if you look at video number 2 from my 30-day small promise, no weed challenge, you'll see that I talked about how I lost the girl and I was heartbroken. And that got me to thinking, what can I do to help other men, young men, older men, doesn't matter, but men nonetheless? I'm sure it's applicable to females, but I know hardly any females are watching these videos. So I just want to give you a quick little list of things that I did that turned things around for me when I was going through a really hard season, and that is the following. Number 1, I made a small promise to myself and I kept it. So whatever that is for you, make a small promise to yourself and keep it. For me, I was heartbroken about the girl. I didn't want to further devolve by just smoking every single day and eating lots of ice cream and just feeling like a piece of crap. And so I needed to make that small promise to myself, because a small promise kept will build your confidence and your capabilities. And that's exactly what it did for me. So number 1, keep a small promise to yourself and keep it. If you can't keep it, continue to scale that promise back until you can keep it. Okay, number 2, every single morning I prayed and I made my bed. Faith and order. Jesus is for everyone. So I recommend finding Jesus, praying to him, explaining your worries, explaining your concerns, sharing your gratitudes. And if that isn't working for you, then simply share your gratitudes. It's capital G, God, or it's small case G, gratitude. Both of them will work. I advocate for Jesus, but you do what works for you. And then the second thing in that, number 2, is make your bed every morning. Faith in order. Once you make your bed, you are good to go. You have prayed and you have made your bed. So you're keeping a small promise. You're waking up in the morning and you're praying. Then you're making your bed. You are ready to start your day. And the next thing, number 3, get exercise. Make it rigorous and make it vigorous, and back that up with long walks, long bike rides, long swims, whatever it is for you. But vigorous and rigorous workouts along with long walks worked for me. I highly recommend it. Sprints at the track, anything that's vigorous and rigorous. Number 4, make some money. Get a part-time job. Start a side hustle. Sell things on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. All of those things are good. Make some money. And then after that, the last thing I recommend is volunteering somewhere. For example, I volunteer at my local mission where I do a Bible study with homeless folks. And that will wake you up to just how lucky. Now, let's cross out the word lucky. Let's say blessed. That will wake you up to just how blessed you are in your unique predicament in life. probably a lot better off than a lot of others. And volunteerism is a great way to help your community as well as remind you during your rough season that life is not so bad. Other than that, I would say spend less and less and less time looking at your phone and more time reading a real book and writing in a journal. Empty your thoughts out. So those are my recommendations. If you're a dude and you're going through a tough time, having a rough season, those are the things that I think can help you, along with the obvious things such as good sleep and healthy eating. And I think that it's just a season. You'll be back on your feet in no time. But spend the time to do those things. All right, I'm Eric Walker. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to comment below, I'd love to write you back. If you're really going through a rough season and you need some advice right now, text me at 269-389-9801 or email me, Eric, E-R-I-C, at ericlwalker.com. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.